This month marks the 1-year anniversary of Hogwarts Legacy's initial release, and what a year it was. The game has sold over 22 million copies, making over $1 billion and a ton of awards, including my personal Game of the Year for 2023. And despite all of its continued accolades and success, Avalanche Software and WB Games had remained silent on updates for a DLC, expansion, New Game Plus, and even a sequel. That is, until just a couple of days ago, where Hogwarts Legacy gave us players the news we've all been waiting for. Later this summer of 2024, Hogwarts Legacy will get additional features and updates added to the game. But what could it be? Here are 10 must-have features for Hogwarts Legacy that could be added this summer. Yo, this your boy James over XpectoGO, bringing you guys the latest and greatest Hogwarts Legacy content. This should be a crime with a one-way ticket to Azkaban. This being Hogwarts Legacy not coming with a photo mode feature. This game is simply gorgeous to look at. Honestly, it's ridiculous how much time I spend just looking at the colorful sky from the sunrises of the Scottish Highlands. And with the beauty of Hogwarts brick by brick, this feature could give players a reason to open the game again and explore the beauty of its design. Hogwarts Legacy was made to have photo mode and is a must-have this summer in my opinion. Can you imagine being able to capture the chaos of spellcasting during duels, or even the serenity of flying with your hippogriff or thestral? Let alone capturing every square inch of your character in the beautifully designed Hogwarts castle. We need photo mode, and we need it yesterday. To coincide with photo mode, I think a change in season feature is another must-have. The ASMR videos from the marketing got me and everyone interested in seasons in Hogwarts Legacy and excited to experience what those seasons and holidays would be like in this game. From the snow falling in the Great Hall during winter to the pumpkins surrounding Hogsmeade and Hogwarts herself, the Harry Potter IP has always been associated with holidays like Halloween and Christmas, and to be able to switch those seasons at any time would be an amazing feature Wizarding World fans would love to have, allowing us to not only take photos during these desired seasons, but it also allows us to match the in-game holiday with our current in real life holiday, making just the holidays overall that much more magical. Personally, what would be more magical is adding a higher difficulty. Thanks to the upgrades and traits feature for our gear, I actually found myself taking down poachers and goblin camps with little to no resistance. And this was before I beat in 100% the game on hard, mind you. And I wasn't the only one who expressed this opinion. So the addition of a 5th and higher difficulty would be a feature that adds a much needed challenge in battles, allowing myself and others to start a new game on a new higher difficulty, maybe maxing out the enemies at 50 plus instead of the current 35 to 40, increasing their stamina, damage output, and even speed, maintaining our current max overall level and gear level since we were taking down enemies before with relative ease. This could add massive replay value to Hogwarts Legacy, adding variety and strategy when approaching tougher foes or when restarting the game as a whole with this new difficulty. What's not difficult is to hit the like and subscribe button if you're enjoying the video so far. Now, with a new higher difficulty feature drawing returning players possibly, they might not want to delete either of their 4 original saves, so adding a extra save slot feature would make sense and be a quality of life upgrade that a lot of players would enjoy. Maybe with 1 or 2 extra save slots, giving myself and other players the ability to have a dark, witch or wizard save file and maybe a light save file with this new difficulty feature if added. Also, a higher difficulty with stronger enemies would be amazing as well, with new additional enemies to fight in the Scottish Highlands. In the open world, our current in-game enemies list consists of a variety of poachers, goblins, and beasts. all of which I do to this day enjoy taking down, especially at their camps, and especially if they're harming my beloved nifflers or mooncalves. That being said though, fans of the game, including myself, would love to see different enemies added to this vast Scottish map. You have signs outside of Hogsmeade saying no vampires, so start there. Give us vampires we only run into at night. That would make the Forbidden Forest and other places very spooky and add to the suspense of encountering a vampire during this time of day. Same with a werewolf. With all of these mongrels, there's bound to be werewolves. This would, again, like the higher difficulty, get people to open the game again, adding replay value to an already successful game. Speaking of success, a successful and short-lived feature in Hogwarts Legacy was the feature Cross Wands. This was a fun and great way to learn Hogwarts Legacy's unique combat system, from color coordinating spells with enemy shields to executing combos and taking on multiple enemies at the same time. This Cross Wands feature literally had all the tools us new players needed to enhance our combat experience. Again, it was just so short-lived, so I suggest extending it and keeping it as a permanent feature so we can continuously revisit whenever we please. Now, technically, you could say the Battle Arenas replaced the Cross Wands feature, allowing you to battle a variety of enemies and beasts with varying degrees of difficulty and strategy. But one of the highest complaints about Hogwarts Legacy was that the game pushed you away from Hogwarts, putting a priority on our journey exploring the outside world and not on our journey as a student at the school. And I honestly would agree with these points. So having Cross Wands extended as a permanent feature not only allows you to enhance your combat experience, but also spend time in Hogwarts. Heck, the final duel after defeating a variety of 5th through 7th year students should be with a professor. Professor Sharp was an Auror for the Ministry of Magic, and Professor Hecat teaches defense against the dark arts and was the one that introduced us to Cross Wands in the first place. Both professors on paper would make sense as a boss and would be extremely difficult to beat due to their past expertise. That would be a fun experience for us players who loves Hogwarts Legacy's combat feature as much as I do. Another feature like Cross Wands that was short-lived and not readily available is Summoner's Court, a minigame that was pretty challenging at times. Summoner's Court had you and another using Accio to place 3 spheres in zones for points. A simple and yet at times difficult game to win. Summoner's Court should be extended and a permanent feature in Hogwarts Legacy come 2024 because it's fun. It's mini games. It's something we can always do when we don't want to do battles or don't want to do any quests or just want to revisit the game. These type of mini games would be clutch, and like Cross Wands, allow us to spend time at Hogwarts. Speaking of Hogwarts, do you remember how the jump post from Hogwarts Legacy broke the internet because it was something every fan wanted and needed to know? I promise you, being able to sit would have the same effect. Sitting has consistently been the top feature outside of morality that the community wants to see added to Hogwarts Legacy, particularly being able to sit in some of the gorgeously designed and iconic locations in Hogwarts. The common rooms, being able to sit there in your house robes amongst fellow house students has been a Wizarding World fan's dream ever since being sorted on Pottermore. Sitting in the Great Hall and looking at the food below or the weather above, or just appreciating each and every aspect of the castle that Boston Masson and her team put their passion and time in. Sitting is the #1 most requested feature that needs to be added to Hogwarts Legacy, and I hope we see it either this summer with the features updates or possibly with the DLC and sequel. Another personal feature I like to see visited this summer is respec. A common term in the gaming genre, respec is short for respecification or respecialization of a video game's character's stats. Most notably, the distribution of skill points on a character's skill tree, changing their specialization in the process. In the case of Hogwarts Legacy, our talent tree, talent points resetting. Being able to add and subtract talent points from a skill would be a key feature, in my opinion, to have for old save files or new save files. Exploring different playstyles and strategies within the game without even having to create a new file. Being able to change your skills based on a keeper's trial or upcoming duel with Rookwood would be a game changer. And lastly, additional cosmetics. More hairstyles, facial hair that most teen boys would grow, more scars and freckles variety, as well as new gear. I'd love to see some armor options, for example. Maybe even an 1800s Death Eater like gear option as well. I mean, whether it's additional cosmetics or photo mode, my hope is that we see 1 to 2 of these 10 features on my list drop during Hogwarts Legacy's summer update. But I'm not getting my hopes up, honestly, and I'm just happy we're getting something that could extend the lifespan of the game and hold us over until a DLC or sequel is announced. Until then, XpectoGO will be bringing you guys the latest and greatest in Hogwarts Legacy content. What 10 Hogwarts Legacy features do you think is dropping this summer? Comment below and let me know. Thank you so much for watching the video and hanging out with your boy. If you enjoyed it, be sure to check out the video to your right. A special shout out to the Patronus Squad for supporting the channel and making us run every day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time.